My name is Hossain Mohuiddin, and I am a third-year PhD student at Transportation Technology and Policy Program at UC Davis. My research centered around emerging micromobility services such as bike share and scooter share. I explored the adoption preference for emerging micromobility services, their influence on individuals' travel behavior, and how we can integrate bike share and scooter share with public transit system to better serve the public transit system. Today, I'm going to talk about two of our recent research, which we have done at the Bicycling Plus Research Collaborative. So our first research explore how the dockless bike share is influencing transit use at the Sacramento region. So the motivation for this research was, as we have all know, that cities around the US has embraced the bike share system partly because it has a potential to provide a fast and last mile connection for public transit system. So in our study, we provide an insight into this potential as we have analyzed the connection between bike share and transit use both at the individual level and at the system level. Our analysis used data from an intercept survey of the bike share user. Also, we have used system level bike share trip data from the Sacramento region's dockless electric bike share system. The data we have used in this study collected prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. So what did we learn? Our results suggest that people are more likely to replace their transit use with bike share than to use bike share as a fast and last mile connection. However, we found that both frequent user of transit and frequent user of bike share are more likely to use bike share to connect to transit. We also found that students are more likely to use bike share to connect to transit compared to others. Millennial and people older than 55 years old who use bike share are less likely to replace their transit use with bike share compared to others. However, infrequent transit and frequent ride-hailing users are more likely to replace their transit use with bike share compared to others. In our system-level analysis, we found that the number of bike share trips that begin or end near transit stop is positively associated with transit ridership. So our findings point out to the importance of coordinating bike share services with transit services so that both of these modes can mutually benefit each other. The next research, we explore how we can grow the bike share demand and simultaneously address the transportation equity. So the motivation for this research was, although we all know that bike share has a potential to improve transportation access for a wide variety of people who are at these equity goals. Also, most of the bike share equity related evaluations, they mainly focus on aggregated behavior and on a specific geographic region, rather considering who is actually using the service. So we analyze the influence of socio-demographics and other travel and mode related factors on decision to use the bike share and also the frequency of using the bike share at individual level. The data we used for this study collected prior to the COVID-19 pandemic. So what did we learn? We did statistical modeling, cluster analysis, and simulation approach in this study. Our statistical modeling shows that although low-income individual and students are less likely to use bike share, when they use it more frequently compared to others. Our cluster analysis with the bike share users show that carless individuals and individuals who regularly use multiple mode of travel, they also use the bike share service frequently. Also, we found that non-bicyclists and infrequent bicyclists are using the bike share service frequently for different purposes. Based on our statistical modeling and cluster analysis, we did some simulation to understand how we can grow the bike share demand, also addressing the transportation equity. So our simulation shows bike share use would increase substantially if the low-income individual, students, carless individual, and multimodal traveler make up a higher share of their user base. So based on these findings, we can see there is potential synergy for bike share to increase ridership and also provide a valuable transportation option for those who need it most. The bike share planning process needs rethinking if the bike share is to achieve the transportation equity aspirations. The bike share companies should provide more access to their services to the low-income individual, carless individuals, or individuals who use multiple mode of travel. In this way, they can both achieve the transportation equity goals and as well as increase their ridership. If you wanted to know more about our research, you can visit our website at bicyclingplus.ucdavis.edu. Thank you.